Hi, I'm Katie Moonstone, and welcome back. If you guys would all just take a minute, I'm going to clear the air in our heart spaces at this time. Whew! How is everybody doing today? Happy Easter for those who celebrate. Anyways, what is today other than Easter? Well, today and tonight, the Easter moon will change everything because this is going to be the last quarter moon. And this last quarter moon is all about precision. It's about refining you, okay? The moon isn't asking you to charge up this time. It's asking you to cut away. It's an invisible recalibration to your system. This will feel like things are going to be evaporating out of your life. This is the quiet magic of alignment. This energetic alignment or placement is taking place in our lives right now, starting today. Probably started yesterday too. Is the moment you probably felt uneasy, that's when it started. Now you're gonna feel mismatched because you're not in alignment to where you're supposed to be, right? Easter doesn't teach you to sit still and wait. It teaches you to hunt, search, and seek. It's not about the rebirth, it's about rediscovery. Easter teaches you to look for what is hidden, and the things that you will find are not going to be candy. It's not going to be the chocolate. Hunting for eggs is a ritual disguised as play that got rebranded because the hunt alone was the message. You are not supposed to stumble upon what you need. You're supposed to search for it even when it is inconvenient, especially when it's invisible. And this year, the eggs were not colorful. They're the quiet fragments of yourself that you have been bearing away without you even realizing it. And what do I mean by that? It could be that dream that you dropped because you didn't have the time. It's that conversation that you kept avoiding to have. That tiny toxic loop in your daily life that feels harmless, but steals all of your energy away. Or even that talent that keeps tugging at you. Come on, you know you want to. These are the hidden pieces of you, and they are going to start glowing, but only if you decide to look. And the twist of all of this is that the spiritual reward doesn't come from what you find. It comes from finally being willing to do the search, because the search is what changes you. It rewires you to notice things, to start caring, and to remember what truly matters to you. And that is what is going to set the next chapter of your story. Enjoy the silence today because this signal moon begins, and you will only hear this moon if you're silent. So today, be still in the silence. This is like the calm before the storm. Now I'm going to bring something up because everybody knows the story of Jesus and Mary Magdalene, right? Or some people do, not everybody. The reason why I'm going to bring this up is because we are now starting Taurus season. Now, what is Taurus season bringing to us? Taurus is a masculine energy. It's a bull, right? So that carries masculine energy. Most Tauruses can be a feminine, and I've seen it because I've been friends with a lot of Tauruses, but they're mainly carry a masculine energy. We live in a duality or a dual world, right? So we all carry male and female energy. A lot of my friends that were Tauruses were able to balance that at certain times of their life, right? It's a game, right? So anyways, Taurus season is about knowing your worth, grounding your energy, spending time out in nature. Taurus is like tangible things. They are creatures of stability and comfort. They do like to indulge just a little and follow a new routine. Focus on what you can control and focus on the stability that you need to bring into your life, basically. So with that being said, twin flames are not a new age thing. It is an ancient knowledge that was hidden from humanity. And we all know the story of Mary Magdalene, right? So as I speak this, I want you to take from this what you want, because this is going to be for you. I know when I was writing it all out, I took from it, especially what I said in the beginning. Remember, Easter is about finding eggs, right? It's also about Jesus. I totally understand. I'm trying to, let's just say, let's take the religious aspect out of it when you think about Easter and eggs, right? Well, now let's talk about, Jesus and Mary. Let's bring that into play without the religious scriptures, okay? So you got Mary Magdalene and Jesus. They were twin flames. Jesus Christ held the masculine energy, of course, and Mary Magdalene, she is the return of the feminine. Because Tauruses carry a male energy, it is very ironic that all of a sudden today's energy is feminine. And why is that? Because you were never meant to forget her, but you did. Not because you were foolish, but because you were taught to forget. Mary was not the woman you were told she was. The world was not ready for her, and she was the other half of Christ. Mary was not beneath him. She stood beside him. She wasn't saved by him. She walked with him. They both healed one another because she could hold things like energetically and spiritually. Because women in her full power, they are terrifying, especially when she walked next to a man who didn't even try to control her. Mary was real and very threatening. She shattered all the lies that the power belongs only to the masculines. The truth can always be buried, but never erased. So she is resurfacing in you. She comes back when you are raged to be silenced. You ache for intimacy that meets your soul. When your body remembers what your mind forgot, and when you stop apologizing for your wisdom, for your knowing, and for your tears. Mary Magdalene's story was never about history. It is about remembrance, that the divine feminine lives in you. It lives in all of us. The part that was casted out so that you could survive in a world that didn't know how to handle or hold you. Mary lives through you, just as Jesus does, right? For all the non-believers out there, ask yourself this. When you hear these words that I just spoke, why does it awaken something inside you, or your eyes fill with tears? To be like when your eyes fill with tears because maybe you were forgotten. Do you feel abandoned? It's because you do remember. Mary's, oh my God, I can't say that word. Mary's divine feminine energy, she never left, but you did. And now you are ready to return back to her. And when you do, she won't ask, where have you been? She's going to say, finally, you remember. Anyways, I thought that was beautiful. I think we should just dive on in, right? Let's get an energy reading because today is 4/20. For those of you that know, you know. So let's get a card today. Now that we are in that deep energetic, trying to figure out why are things happening to me? Why are things going the way that they're going? Remember, there's always a reason that everything crosses your path, or maybe why I had to speak about Mary Magdalene's story. Were many of you women out there, or males, because males carry masculine energy, were you silenced? Were you casted out? Remember who you are, Simba. All right, we got a card finally. I was just going to say, your commitment is being tested. Ooh, our commitment is being tested, a test of faith. That was yesterday's card from my one card reading. Let's get an animal card. Let's get an animal card. Mouse again. We are overlooking something. Mouse, you're overlooking some important details. You need to pay closer attention to what is going on around you. This card wanted to come out. Chimpanzee, you use, I cannot talk. I'm gonna rebuke and cancel that. Whew. Use both your intuition and your intellect to solve the problem or get answers to your questions. Chimpanzee, it's a monkey, baby monkey. Let's get one more. Let's get an oracle card. Well, that cut in half. Something might be cut in half. Give and pause today. Give and pause. Give. One of the best feelings that we can experience is giving to others. When we do so, we feel lifted up and our lives improve greatly because of someone else's happiness. Think of one way you can give to another today. And pause. You're being asked to pause before making any quick decisions and moving forward. Allow yourself to step back and look at all the possible outcomes and make sure you're heading in the right direction before moving forward. Pause and give. I did a one card message today, and that was about redemption. Definitely Jesus is in the air today. Something's going to spill out. Bag, something important, such as a new job or raise. We got a new job or raise coming in. Broken ring, parting of the ways of either romance or a business. You're going to be leaving a job and getting a new one. Out with the old and in with the new. That's what Easter's really technically all about. I mean, even like when you watch, like even Jesus's words, right? Or I shouldn't say Jesus's words, I should say Christianity. When they said, when they talk about the crucifixion, right? So, danger, especially in money matters. So be careful, watch your monies. Watch your monies. All right, we got 3. Man, be careful of a man around your monies. Dealings or relationship with a man. And be careful. Purse. Again, yes, I was right. So a man, be careful. Pay attention to your finances. Chain of events that is going to affect your life. I don't like that, but change is in the air. Oh yeah, when I was talking about the Christianity's, like when they talk about Jesus and his crucifixion, right? It was about dying to be born again, right? You know, moral of the story, without getting into like the whole thing. So, death, rebirth. Gotta let go of the old to have the new. Bow, you are highly thought of. Someone is thinking of you. Somebody's thinking of you, and you got a chain of events that's going to change you. And that's what Easter's all about, right? Dagger, fear, worries, and tense situations. So be careful. I always notice, especially around a religious holiday, that's when the spiritual attacks kind of get worse. So whether you're religious or not, I'm just saying, it kind of seems to go that way. Remember, what happens as above, so below. So, woman, dealings or relationship with a woman, it will be significant. Today or in the next couple days. Tree, affairs with your family. So a woman and family. Is there a woman getting in between a family? We don't know. Flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. Well, this is not turning out right. And then caterpillar, things will not always be this way. Change is coming. So there you have it. That seemed kind of negative in a sense, but it is what it is. We need the change to grow. It's all about growth. And just remember, things are happening for you. Don't look at it as that they're happening to you, right? They're happening for you. There's always a rhyme and reason, right? Especially in God's plan. The universe and God always has a plan. So, oops. We got some pop-ups. Someone might be popping in at someone's house. Might get an unexpected visitor. Well, there will be a lot of separations going on. A lot of people don't want to talk today. So a lot of people might be going within. And a lot of people need to let go of something of the past. This is walking away. Maybe you're going to separate from someone and you're going to walk away, but it's definitely somebody from your past. Could be family, business, lover, friend. But you're definitely walking away. You will not hit rock bottom. A lot of you are going to recover from hitting rock bottom. I will say I am one of them. We are going to recover, so hang in there. Karma is going to play out, and yes, today is there. Expect delays. So karma is playing out. So you might be blocked on some things because remember, energy moves and flows. And if you had like 10 or 20 people like trying to do things to you, remember that energy ripples out. That's why it takes a long time for it to, let's say, I'm not saying return to sender, but to be corrected. Because the people that cause the imbalance, the universe has to fix that. So that's how that goes. So expect delays. Help is arriving. Star energy, Aquarius. Help is arriving. Someone might be a star. Maybe you're not going to hit rock bottom because your story is going to make you famous. Help is arriving in your priority today. A lot of you don't want to look deeper, but you kind of do. Or you already have an inner knowing. There's something you're not seeing, something you're not paying attention to. That's came out twice. Something, yeah, you're not putting matters into your own hands. Why? And that's why you're not getting a new beginning. There's something you're not paying attention to, and you do need to be cautious. Third-party situations are over. All right. If you have an egotistical male around you, could be a narcissist. These just fell out. Maybe something's just, there is a man around you that might be egotistical. First off, you do need to let something go. That person might need to let something go. Could be a fire sign figure. The universe is stopping this person, and I think he's either going to go to jail or spiritual jail. You do know somebody around you is going to go to jail because the injustices need to stop. It was part of the contract. This guy might be married too, by the way, or you might be that fire sign. So that's a warning. If you are that fire sign, you've been in your ego and you're married, be careful. There's always an eye in the sky, right? There is a family that's not happy right now because they're losing money. Might have something to do with the egotistical male around them. Anyways, they're going to get a phone call. If you are that family that's been losing money, you have a phone call that's going to come in. Contracts are broken, so judgment has been called. A lot of you are going to be moving. And a lot of you are going to be moving away. Let's say it's an Empress in reverse. So it's like a bad mom energy. A lot of you are going to be moving away from like needy and clingy women that don't want to heal themselves. That's the story that you need to remember is Mary Magdalene. You definitely need, some of you women do need to heal yourselves because you forgot who you were. So Simba, remember who you are. And the secrets are going to come out. So if you have not been a good mom, or you're not even taking care of, usually like an Empress in reverse, she don't even take care of herself. She's needy and clingy. She wants things handed to her. She's emotionally unstable. She's never balanced. She's usually bitter and jealous. She's all four queens, you know, in reverse. So she usually doesn't even take care of herself, and she doesn't even take care of the kids or the house. She doesn't make anything pretty. She doesn't create. She's just more of a gimme or a copycat. Anyways, you're going to be moving away from her. She's unhealed. She doesn't want to heal. But the secrets will come out about her. Capricorns, male energies. Doesn't have to be any Capricorn in there. Masculine energy. Earth signs. You need to forgive someone for a wrongdoing. Ooh, I put a one-card message out. You need to listen to that. You're definitely not in your heart space, and there's something you're not speaking on. Oh, you're not talking about an injustice, and that's why you're not happy. Definitely listen to my one card message, because that would be for you, Capricorns. Ooh, something might pop up too. You might get an unexpected visitor. You will see something very clearly about maybe a dad or someone that's abusing their power, someone that breaks the law. Not a good person. You have someone around you that's not good. Or you know you did not do the right thing about something. Maybe you were not a good dad. Go listen to my one card message. It's all about forgiveness. You do need to forgive someone for a wrongdoing, or sometimes you just need to forgive yourself, but we're gonna move on. If any of you have like an abusive boss or know someone that's abusive in their power, they're power hungry, greedy, they're very selfish, usually a bad dad. They're not a good leader at all. They actually lead people into danger because he only thinks about himself. Or fire sign energy, doesn't have to be, but you're gonna see people getting fired from work. Or a death. Maybe the boss is gonna die. This is the turning of the tides, the turning of the tables. It wasn't destined and fated. It will be heartbreaking to some. Yeah. It was a fight that should have never have happened. A lot of people might be struggling at this time, but the divine is stepping in. Also pay attention to your intuition. You are being divinely guided at this time. Wow. The divine is stepping in on the Jezebel spirits. I told you it's always about spiritual warfare around a religious thing. Walking away from the past, walking away from, I think the Jezebel spirit is folded. The divine stepped in and the Jezebel spirits are walking away. Yep, that is what it is. Dang. Some people are not traveling this time. Just keep moving forward. And some people are not even celebrating it today. I'll be honest with you. This is a weird Easter for me. My kids are now teenagers. And normally we do the whole, like, used to do, you know, the whole eggs and hide the bags and baskets. But now that they're kind of too old for that, we're just hanging around and in our comfy clothes. Gonna have an Easter dinner in a sense, but just watch TV. Right now they're being quiet for me because I'm doing this video. A lot of you might be in hermit mode, or you feel left out in the cold. Some of you might have abandonment issues. If you feel lonely at this time, it's over. This cycle is over. And by the way, you are never alone. Never alone. You got spiritual people that you don't even know walking beside you every day. And I know somebody out there needed to hear that, because I got to remind myself that sometimes. Yep, there's something you don't know. You don't know how many spiritual people up there are protecting you. You know, rejection is God's protection. Remember that. How do I say this? Water signs or men in love. Doesn't have to be just water signs. If you are in love and in your feelings and you are balanced, you are about to be taking action on something. You got Aries energy around you. Yeah, you're taking action. Your soul can rest. It's kind of like you got into a battle with someone and you were right. Or you're dealing with a aggressive woman because she investigated you. She has been digging in your stuff. But the contract is broken. She's restricting you. She's trying to trap you. There will be written communication. Huh. Sorry. Every once in a while, I get an aha moment for myself. So basically what I just got was I've got written communication coming in. I kind of figured that things have been going crazy in my life for a while. Every day has been a different change. I'm just going with the flow. Anyways, if you are a Capricorn woman or the Queen of Pentacles, you're wealthy or stable, but usually if you resemble the Queen of Pentacles, it's earth energy. You got communication coming in from an aggressive woman, so be careful. You will have clarity and balance will be restored. Oh, I get that now. You also have a major gift coming in. You have a reward. You're going to have it all. But you do need to start having fun, and you need to find your inner child. Maybe you've been reminiscing about your past. Whatever it is, you need to heal it. So take this time and heal today. Maybe you're healing because you felt abandoned and nobody wanted to work with you. Maybe you're in that situation because of that reason. I know I am. A lot of people walked away from me, and a lot of people lied on me. And here it is. You might got a liar around you. Anyways, males, a lot of masculines right now. Air sign energy, but doesn't have to be. There is something that you're not seeing, or that you're lying to yourself about, or that you've been lying. And it has a lot to do with abuse, manipulation. So a lot of masculines out there, are you not seeing something? Are you being manipulated? Or have you been the one doing it? You just don't see it, you know? Box. Sometimes we can't see when we're living inside the box, but when you take a step back, you know. But anyways, there's something that you're not seeing, and the truth is going to come out, okay? That will, when that truth comes out, you will start a new beginning. It'll start the healing process. When the truth, and it looks like the truth did come out, you just didn't want to believe it. So are you casting illusions over yourself? It's time for you to start putting a lot of work and effort into that, and you need to make better choices. Because if you don't, the divine is coming in and making a judgment call. And so is God. God just stepped in the building. Also, if those of you that are going to court and you got a person that is lying in court, the judge is going to see it. And he will be judged. He's like, someone's going to go to court and they are going to lie. And the judge is going to see it. God is saying right now is not a time for reconciliation, because things are changing right now, but these are good changes. I don't even know why I'm not even shuffling anymore. But it's like, you need to work on putting your guard down. That's what he's asking at this time. You will be receiving a gift very soon, or you might owe some money. Maybe you've been sharing your money with a bitter and jealous woman. Here she is. You need to stop that first off. And she knows she's bitter and jealous. That's the crazy thing. And she doesn't love you, whoever you are out there. Maybe she's the one that's abusive. Usually a Queen of Cups in reverse. She's abusive. She's manipulative. She guilt trips you because she is bitter and jealous. She's not stable. She ain't gonna offer you anything. She's got nothing to offer. And she's going to panic and lose a lot of money because she will not be getting her wish fulfillment. You know why? Because it's karma. It's the intentions that you put out, right? Anyhow, let's go to the dice. What you put out comes back. As above, so below. As within, so without. What do we need to know, collective energy? One is significant. 1 day, 1 o'clock, 1 hour, 1 month, January. All right. There is something about children that is going to come up. They're not sad. They are being curious. Something about minorities and not getting the proper education is coming up. That might change. That might change, like, globally. That was weird. Somebody's going to be getting a house. If you put an offer on a house, you're going to get it. The number 8 is significant. 8 p.m., 8 days, August. Some of you might be moving. You might not be happy about it. But you need to move away from like, if this move is going to cause you to move away from like dark entities, your contracts, like the karmic contracts. And you're not insecure about this. You won't be insecure about this at all. You'll be sad, but that's about it. This move is also going to bring in wealth and prosperity at this, you know, when that happens. All right, let's do something else. Some of you are blocking your own happiness because you're staying too much inside your brain, your head. Some of you are being indecisive. Some of you don't want to move, but you got that all up in your head. Today, a lot of people are going to go within because of the moon energy. So that just makes sense. Some of you might be like, you're causing your own imprisonment and you need to free yourself, right? Yeah, and I do see you freeing yourself because the brain now is upside down. And the number 4 is significant. 4 days, April, 4 o'clock. What else can we do? Let's get rid of something and call it a night or a day. God, angels, and universe, what do we need to know to move forward today? We got 2, huh? Well, like I said, 2 fire, burn it down. You know, that's what this day is all about. It's the rising phoenix, right? Anyways, I was right about the spiritual forces or the spiritual warfare. Anyways, speak it out loud, write it down, burn it, do whatever it is that you do. But all demonic forces within my energy are now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. All demonic forces within my energy are now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. One more time. All demonic forces within my energy are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. The next one. All contracts of bondage and slavery over myself and my lineage are now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. That's weird that this just came up, and when I got that reading about minorities are not being educated on something, there's something that we're missing. So definitely, if you're in the minority group, this is important. Oops, something might fall away. Someone might fall. So be careful of that, okay? All contracts of bondage and slavery over myself and my lineage are now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. All contracts of bondage and slavery over myself and my lineage is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Dang, that got deep. Some heavy energy, huh? Anyways, let's end this beautiful reading and enjoy the rest of our Sunday. Well, that just flew out. And what is it? Huh? Hidden You goes right with the energy of today. How crazy is that? You can't make this stuff up. Anyways, either you or someone you know is or is about to undergo an ego death. That made sense. This occurs because we have drifted too far away from our authentic selves, and we are living lives that are not true to who we are, when we are being who we think we should be and not who we are meant to be. This painful experience that occurs during our spiritual awakening is called the dark night of the soul. Hidden You, darkness to light. Like I said in Mary Magdalene too, the truth can be buried, but it's never erased. Love it. This is an intervention that was orchestrated by the universe, God, and the divine as a signal that it is time to get in touch with our deeper selves, revealing what it is that we are truly hiding. It is within our pain and our struggles through the strength of our souls that was born on the backs of the moments like these that have brought us to our knees. What is done in the dark will always come to light. Within the darkness is where it teaches us about our power and our strength, and that the light teaches us about humanity, humility, and love. This is one of the most painful healing processes in one's own journey. Space, time, compassion, and patience is needed during this process, the process of the dark night of the soul, Anybody didn't catch that? Remember, when the mask comes off, it is never easy. The dark night of the soul, hidden you. Well, good luck to those of you that are going through that, because that was one of the most painful experiences I have ever went through. I went through that in 2023. So, and there is no time limits on Dark Night of the Souls. When that time is orchestrated, it is seriously between you, God, and the divine and the universe. And it is crazy. It is a story that I do need to write. I just want to congratulate and thank everybody who has been subscribing to me. And I have decided as of last night, because me and my son were talking about it, the moment we get 100 subscribers, we are going to put together a 100 subscribers like celebration video. So let's get this moving, right? Anyways, you guys enjoy your Easter. Sit in silence, because the moon is going to speak, but it's going to be very quiet, okay? So take care of yourselves out there. Drink plenty of water. Forgive, love. That's what we're supposed to do, right? Until we meet again, namaste.